The cloud computing market is set to be worth $411 billion by 2020, and the website builder platform Wix wants everyday users to play a part in that growth. Joining us now from San Francisco is the CEO of Wix, Avishai Abrahami. Hey, Avishai, you recently launched Ascend. What is it, and how will it really help users here?
So Ascend is a way for our small businesses to be able to communicate with their customers. So in essence, it's a CRM system combined with a lot of other tools that allow them to be found on the internet, manage advertisements on the internet. For example, we have what we call a search engine optimization wizard. So if you feel you work with that, you're going to be easily found on Google, right? 67% of the websites using that are on the first page on Google organic search results. And another way is that you have a way to have a chat, as you can see here on the right, on your website. So if somebody comes to your website, you can start talking to him, you can start answering questions, you can look at his shopping cart, you can help him complete the transaction. And then you also have all the history, so you can actually go back and send promotion to the person. So basically, it's something that used to be available only to really large companies, but now we make it simple for everybody to use it.
You know, I'm curious where you're seeing websites fit into the plan for a lot of your customers, because right now, when you think of small, medium business marketing, a lot of that stuff happens on Facebook, it happens on Instagram, it happens on Twitter. So where does it seem like folks are taking their website, or how much do they think about their website as part of their overall business plan?
Well, I think that we still get about 3 million users joining us every month. So I would say that we still see that it's a big part of the focus. We actually do recommend a lot of people to do some of the marketing on Facebook, some marketing on Instagram, some marketing on Google. There are other ways to do marketing, but I think in many ways, if you're a business, you really want to have the control about your brand, about the offering. It's more than just showing one picture on Instagram. And you might track somebody to look at the offering that you have, but then you want to do so much more. In addition for that, for a lot of the businesses, right, for a lawyer, for an architect, and for a restaurant, I think you need so much more than just a simple photo on Instagram.
Just looking at your stock chart, we're showing it on the screen earlier, your shares are up nearly 600% since you IPO'd in 2013. You are an Israeli-based company, and it was really a blockbuster for the NASDAQ. What do you think really contributes to this growth as you see this meteoric rise over the last couple of years?
Well, I think that the number one contribution was revenue growth, of course. But I think the other side of it is that I think it's become more and more obvious that every small business in the world, or every large business in the world, need a website, right? They need a way for them to control their marketing offering. They need a way to manage their business. And I think that is the number one trend that today has helped Wix, because people understand why it's not just revenues, right? There's something that here, if you look going forward, it's probably going to be more and more important.
So obviously Wix has a lot of competitors like Squarespace and Weebly, but one thing that I've noticed is you guys seem to have made a very concerted advertising push with some celebrities like Karlie Kloss. Can you talk to us a little bit about what that has been like and what that really has done for you guys? Because it seems like a much larger investment and maybe a key part of your growth.
So, well, we believe that marketing is an important part of what we should be doing. And Karlie was great. She's not just, she is a model, a very successful model, but beyond that, right? She's also running the Code with Karlie, a place that she helped women learn how to program. And I think that we found that to be to go very well with our brand. We just launched a product of our own, which is called COVID, which allows people to code into Wix. So basically, if you found that the offering that we have is not enough, you want to do more, you can actually start working in JavaScript and completely control what you have on Wix and add whatever you want to that. I think that we're a company that sells at 190 countries. We have customers from, and we found that marketing always helped our growth.
Avishai, it's so interesting. Whenever I go to these tech conferences, so many of the folks there are from Israel. And when you think about Tel Aviv as being a hub, being sort of an accelerator, an incubator, what do you think it is about the culture there and the environment that fosters a lot of this innovation?
I think that it's something that always happens, right? I think we kind of, my belief is that a lot of what drives the culture is the idols that you have. So if the idols that you have in England will be to be an athlete or to be a lord, you'll find a lot of people working toward that, or to be a banker, right? In Tel Aviv, it's a lot about entrepreneurship. Same as in San Francisco. I think that that's part of the big drive for that. I think that people try and really aspire to be entrepreneurs. I think the other side of it is that is the fact that people get a lot of exposure to technology as part of being in the army or as part of the ecosystem that is growing. And I think that creates experience where people can actually not just have the desire, but also have the knowledge on how to be successful.
Thank you so much. Great insights, Avishai.